The WNBA are an actual joke. They really got community noted by Twitter. Not to mention, do you remember the incredible pass from Caitlin Clark to Kelsey Mitchell, and then she passed it behind her back? Well, the WNBA ranked that as number 10 plays of the season. This being outside top 5 lets me know everything I needed to know about this list. Do the WNBA want to make it that obvious that they don't like Caitlin Clark? Surely this is getting too ridiculous now.
I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all not like about Caitlin Clark? Is it the media coverage? Do you not like that she complains after foul calls like everybody else? What exactly is the reason why I see so much hate on social media and from WNBA players? All she's doing is bringing more attention to the game, and she's very skilled.
This league should be renamed the Not Ready for Prime Time Players League. Every new post can have Chevy Chase fall down. With the new press release in hand, the WNBA got community noted for not knowing how many assists Caitlin Clark this season.
The WNBA does not like Caitlin Clark. Great players like Diana Taurasi more than likely already feel like there's great players in the league already, so why are we as fans getting so excited about one more? But Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese to a slightly lesser degree are the only women's basketball players that have been able to cross from basketball to mainstream media. And if the WNBA is going to survive, that's what it needs.
All right, everyone, let's talk about one of the most mind-boggling situations in sports right now, and it's happening in the WNBA surrounding none other than Caitlin Clark. You might have seen the buzz on Twitter, where WNBA fans and basketball enthusiasts alike are calling out the league for yet another baffling oversight. This time, the controversy is all about Caitlin's incredible assist record, which the league seems to have underreported. Instead of celebrating her stellar season and acknowledging her impact, they've downplayed her achievement, listing fewer assists than she actually made. This slip-up has left fans questioning why the WNBA seems reluctant to give Caitlin her due credit.
The kind of stuff that's happening and has been happening over the last few months is because of Caitlin Clark.
So, here's the situation. Caitlin Clark had an absolutely stellar season, putting up numbers that, frankly, seem almost too good to be true for a rookie. But this isn't just any rookie we're talking about. Caitlin Clark has redefined what it means to be a newcomer in women's basketball, captivating fans with her exceptional skills, unrelenting energy, and unmatched court vision. Her style, confidence, and sheer commitment have made her a fan favorite, someone who is already seen as a future icon in the sport. Yet, true to form, the WNBA seems to have dropped the ball when it comes to giving her the recognition she's earned.
WNBA, as we all know, is wrapping up this remarkable season of growth and interest. And it comes off the heels of what Caitlin Clark helped achieve at Iowa for the last couple of years, those remarkable ratings, the women's tournament outrating the men's. But there have been some growing pains as well, right? And we've seen a lot of it on social media. We've seen tensions between fans and players. We've seen the league and the Players Association, tensions with the media.
Officially, they listed her with only 321 assists, which was quickly corrected by fans and Twitter notes to reflect her true total of 337 assists. That's a significant discrepancy for any player, but especially for Caitlin, who has electrified the game in ways few have. It's shocking that the WNBA, a league that could benefit from a star like her, couldn't manage an accurate count of her remarkable stats. For a player of Caitlin's caliber, every assist matters, and this oversight feels like a missed opportunity to celebrate a truly groundbreaking season.
Some feeling of, we were here, we were working on this, we've been grinding, we've been playing, we've been hooping, we've been putting out a great product, we just weren't being paid attention to. And that is true. But like with anything when it comes to entertainment, which at the end of the day, while this is sports, we are in the entertainment business. The NBA is an entertainment product. The NFL is a television product. The money we talked about, the Dak said he don't care about, that comes from television revenue. That is how all of this works. It is an entertainment product.
Now, why does this matter, you might ask? Is this just a simple counting error? Maybe. But here's the thing. This isn't the first time the league has appeared to downplay Caitlin's achievements. To many fans, it's starting to look less like an innocent mistake and more like a deliberate pattern, almost as if there's an ongoing agenda to make her stats appear less impressive than they actually are. And here's why it really matters. Caitlin Clark is no ordinary player. She's a generational talent, a rising star whose influence on the game is undeniable and whose presence elevates women's basketball. By undercutting her stats, the league isn't just downplaying a player. They're risking her well-deserved legacy and missing the chance to grow the sport's profile.
Caitlin Clark, it seems like this entire season, she was the solution for so many things, but so many players, coaches, media people, so many people were also painting her out to be the problem. She could never do enough. She could never speak out enough. Her fans were the issue. Fever fans were the issue.
Caitlin's impact reaches beyond the court. She's inspiring young fans, bringing in new audiences, and reshaping what fans expect from women's basketball. Dismissing her accomplishments doesn't just hurt her. It holds back the league itself.
Cheryl Swoops, all y'all other haters out there, and I'm gonna call you out, man, because it's blatantly obvious why you're hating on the young lady. If she was black, man, everybody be going crazy about Caitlin Clark right now. But she not. And what I appreciate about it is just that. She ain't stereotypical.
Let's be real. Caitlin Clark's season was the kind that rewrites history. She isn't just another rookie putting up decent numbers. She's breaking records and setting new standards that redefine what's possible for a player, especially in their first season. Fans and analysts alike are calling her one of the best rookies ever, and it's easy to understand why. Caitlin's skill set is a seamless blend of scoring prowess, precise assists, and sheer game intelligence. Every time she steps onto the court, it's an unforgettable show of athleticism and strategy. She commands attention with her poise, her confidence, and her remarkable ability to read the game, drawing fans in with each performance. Players like Caitlin don't come around every season, or even every decade. She's that rare type of talent who not only brings existing fans to their feet, but also attracts new viewers to the WNBA, generating fresh excitement and enthusiasm for women's basketball.
Here's what I want y'all to know about some of the stats involving her. Average attendance in the 33 games Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have played this season is at 15,746. That leads the WNBA, okay? Average attendance of WNBA games not involving Caitlin Clark is 8,490. So games that Caitlin Clark plays are averaging 85% more than non-Caitlin Clark games.
For a league that's still expanding its fan base, a player of Caitlin's caliber should be seen as an invaluable asset, not something to diminish or downplay. Embracing her achievements could be key to elevating the league's status and appeal. But somehow, instead of leaning into this phenomenon, the WNBA's stance appears, well, indifferent, if not outright dismissive. Rather than fully embracing Caitlin Clark's influence and undeniable impact, it's as if the league is content to treat her like just another skilled player among many, instead of recognizing her as the game-changing talent she truly is.
Wonderful player. She brought a lot of eyeballs, and because of that, she brought a lot of opinions. It's almost be careful what you ask for. And I don't think the WNBA was truly ready for what was going to happen with the casual fan coming in.
This recent error with her assist count only adds fuel to the fire, creating a perception among fans that the league may be subtly downplaying her accomplishments. When the WNBA released an official stat sheet that understated her assists, it sent a message, whether intentional or not, that they don't fully grasp or appreciate the unique value Caitlin brings to women's basketball. Why shortchange her numbers if not to imply, however subtly, that she's not as phenomenal as her performance demonstrates?
The point is that every lady woman who was playing in the NBA, WNBA, was given this girl, she's playing well. And then still, instead of being like, this is a net benefit to everyone, right? Did you know that women in the WNBA had to go on commercial flights to their games? They have planes now.
Do they?
Yeah, Caitlin Clark, they have They have charters now.
It's just a perfect example of women are the biggest tear-downers,
the biggest haters, bro,
of other women out there.
Who cares if she's white? Who cares whatever?
The only time women support other women is when it's someone worse off than them.
Sure.
They're obviously hating on her because everyone loves her. If you see a plus-size girl post something in confidence, all the comments are like, "You go, girl, you're so confident."
Yeah, sure.
And then you have a girl like Caitlin Clark, who's the best and bringing all the views and all the attention to the WNBA. You're not gonna stand it. Like, they're tearing her down. They don't want other women to succeed better than them.
For a transformative player like Caitlin, every stat matters. Every number in her record contributes to her legacy and tells the story of her season. Fans are seeing right through this apparent indifference, and it's causing an uproar, with many calling out the WNBA for failing to give her the recognition she's undeniably earned. The league's reluctance to fully acknowledge Caitlin's talent isn't going unnoticed, and it's sparking real frustration among those who understand the significance of her impact.
But if you guys take a look at the stands, all the seats, even the courtside seats, are empty.
Now, the question everyone's asking is why? Why would the WNBA, a league that could benefit immensely from star power to elevate its profile, hesitate to promote Caitlin Clark to the fullest? It's baffling. Here's a player who has injected fresh excitement into the game, made highlight reels with her incredible court vision, jaw-dropping passes, and unwavering leadership. She's drawing in fans and creating a buzz around every game, yet the league seems reluctant to place her at the forefront. Some fans speculate that certain folks within the WNBA aren't thrilled about her stealing the spotlight, especially over veteran players who've been around longer.
Y'all stop being petty. Stop being catty, cause she like a double-edged sword. She couldn't tell left and right, and it's bothering y'all, and I see it. Let's go, Caitlin. Hey, do me a favor, CC. Send your favorite uncle a jersey with your autograph on it, and I'll wear it.
There's a sense that the league is trying to level the playing field by downplaying her achievements, almost as if they're pushing a narrative that says, hey, Caitlin isn't that special. Others are just as good. But let's be honest. There's no one quite like her right now. Ignoring that reality doesn't just hurt Caitlin, it hurts the league's own growth potential. But let's be honest, that's simply not the case. Caitlin Clark is on a different level, and anyone who's seen her play knows it. Even though she's not currently active in the WNBA, her impact on the game is so profound that fans are already counting down the days until her return in 2025. Her absence has left a noticeable gap in excitement, and when she does come back, there's genuine hope among fans that the league will finally embrace her as the star she truly is.
I'm getting sick of people saying that people need to stop hating on Caitlin Clark. Who? Who hates her? Diana Taurasi came out and said, look, it's gonna be an adjustment when Caitlin gets to the WNBA. Y'all watch. And that's exactly what's happening. Angel Reese did the ring gesture to Caitlin, and y'all have villainized her ever since, and her and Caitlin literally like each other. They have both come out and said so. Her teammates are walking her through things, putting chains on her, dancing with her. They love her. At any sign of criticism, or when a WNBA player is like, hey, maybe Caitlin and the Minnesota Lynx shouldn't be the only ones with charter planes.
The reality is, the WNBA needs her. Caitlin brings unparalleled energy, skill, and a dedicated fan base that not only supports her but elevates the league as a whole. Her presence creates a ripple effect, drawing in new viewers, generating conversation, and sparking an interest in women's basketball that's hard to replicate. Ignoring her, or worse, downplaying her accomplishments, doesn't just do a disservice to Caitlin. It undermines the league's own potential for growth. By sidelining her, the WNBA risks missing out on the massive impact she could have on its visibility, popularity, and future success. It's time they recognize that celebrating her achievements is beneficial for everyone.
Cheryl Swoops will either just not even say the woman's name at all. She won't even utter Caitlin Clark's name. Or the hoops she will go through to just make sure that she discredits anything she does is, at this point, it's kind of insane. It's borderline weird.
Here we are, watching the WNBA downplay Caitlin Clark's stats, seemingly trying to discredit her game even while she's supposed to be resting and recharging. It's almost as if the league wants to remind fans she's not the end-all be-all in women's basketball. But ironically, this tactic is backfiring. By downplaying her achievements, they're only fueling her legend, and fans are taking notice. Social media has erupted, with fans calling out the WNBA's oversight and demanding accountability. What's even more important is Caitlyn's response, or rather, her lack of response. While all this drama unfolds around her, she's kept her cool, choosing to stay focused and largely ignoring the noise. This calm, collected demeanor only adds to her appeal and highlights a level of professionalism that's rare, especially for someone so young. Caitlyn knows her worth, and she trusts that her stats and impact on the court speak for themselves. She doesn't feel the need to argue or defend herself publicly, which only further demonstrates her confidence and maturity. But that doesn't make it any less frustrating for her fans, who are eager to see her get the recognition she deserves. Her supporters want to see the league appreciate her accomplishments as much as they do, and it's tough for them to watch as her incredible season isn't given the full credit it deserves. Caitlyn's calm amidst all this chaos is admirable, and only makes fans rally around her more.
But they don't want it to grow if it's certain people at the face. And there is still this undertone of jealousy that for some reason I cannot get around calling it anything else but that, because I don't know what else it could be. I thought it was going to get better this season, but it hasn't. There are still people who seemingly, to me, feel like they just don't want Caitlyn to be a part of it.
This whole situation sheds light on a bigger issue. The WNBA's need to embrace its rising stars and recognize that the league's future depends on players like Caitlyn Clark. While it's understandable that the WNBA wants to treat all players fairly, there's a crucial difference between fairness and outright downplaying someone's remarkable success. Caitlyn has captured attention because of her undeniable talent and the energy she brings to the game, and trying to level the playing field by minimizing her impact only hinders the league's own growth.
I think one of the main things in this whole thing is when you feel like you're not getting the respect.
Yeah.
And I think when you feel like you're not getting the respect, that's when you tend to say comments that come off as hating, right? And that's what a lot of these women are doing, is they feel like what we have done for this game, this young player has come into our game and she's getting way more respect and all that stuff than we are. As she should. The young girl is a baller. The young girl has people watching because of the way she can shoot this basketball like Steph Curry. Steph Curry can't dunk. Steph Curry don't do none of that in the game. He can probably dunk by himself, but he don't really do none of that in the game. He is a shooter, and fans tune in to see Steph Curry.
It's unbelievable that even with Caitlyn Clark on the sidelines, the WNBA continues to keep her name in the conversation by seemingly downplaying her achievements. Fans are taking note, calling out every instance where her contributions are undervalued, and social media is buzzing with criticism each time the league stumbles with another misstep. This is no longer just about numbers. It's about giving credit where it's due and respecting the impact she's already had.
So this random WNBA team called the Sparks just passed the Lakers in attendance. And guess who they were playing against? None other than Caitlyn Clark. What's even crazier was that this was the Lakers' largest crowd of the year, and Caitlyn Clark's regular season game had more fans. And this game lived up to the hype, as Caitlyn Clark hit a dagger 3 basically to win the game.
In the meantime, fans will keep advocating for Caitlyn, and she'll continue doing what she does best, playing phenomenal basketball and breaking boundaries. Perhaps, just perhaps, the WNBA will recognize that she's not just another player in the lineup. She's a true game changer, someone with the potential to elevate the entire league. Acknowledging her impact isn't just good for Caitlyn, it's smart for the WNBA's future. They'd be wise to start treating her like the star she is. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, whilst more videos are on screen now.